We teach that to our loan officers, that you need to be a true advisor, not a salesperson, not someone that's just looking to turn a unit, that you're actually doing what's best for the consumer. So you probably work with a lot of strategic partnerships, like realtors and loan officers. What is it that you tell them that they need to do?
I tell them that they got to call me before they put an offer. That's like the biggest thing. I'm like, please call me before you put an offer in, especially if a client with tight goals, because I don't want them to get their, to go spinning their wheels on something that's probably not going to happen. Let's get what's right for them. We had a client that I recently did an insurance policy for, and the policy canceled about a year later. And it was kind of devastating, because we got the policy in and everything was fine, but the insurance carrier changed their scope of how they're going to do things. And one was, they don't allow the old electrical panels, and they had knob and tube, and the house was built in the 1940s. So we had to scramble and get her another policy in place. But what we discovered is that she's a single woman buying this house. It was in her price range. She was so excited, but she realized she had like $60,000 of work to do in this house. She didn't have the money to do that. And I think during the real estate process too, it's really important to have, look at your client. She's a single woman who, we already knew that this was going to be really tough for her, but he just wanted to sell her the house. And he knew there was knob and tube. He knew all these things that were in it. Like, these are all things that are going to have to go and get replaced and everything. And I think we can all just work together and just make sure, let's do what's best for the client, and she would have been a better fit somewhere else. The house was maybe a little bit newer, right? Or, a different neighborhood. It's just something that's just a little bit different. But, just looking at those inspection reports, I mean, she sent me an inspection report later, because I was like, send it to me. Let me see if we can get anything out of it that maybe we can work through. And I just read all these things that were in there. So I'm like, let's work together. Let me help. Use me as a resource to say, hey, is this going? I can look at those inspection reports and know where the troubles are going to be, and help you work that. Maybe is this the best thing for the client or not?
That's a big asset in any conversation with someone, is the trust that, hey, you're going to tell me what is best for me, not, and when you can establish that trust to know that I'm not in the sales role, right? I'm really in the advisor role. To his point, you touched on your systems and being, really systematized. What are some of the things that you use for your systems and ways to, be able to be, one person executing? Ideally, we're all trying to do what we, used to take 3 or 4 or 5 of us, now these days. So what are some of the systems that you use?
So AI has been my best friend. I run, I have a smaller agency. I keep it that way on purpose, because I am one person and I like that personal attention that I can have with my clients. And if I scaled even more, it would be really I would be a lot more hands off. But AI has really helped me I can run $1 million in premium every single year by myself effortlessly. I'm a single mom too. I still have teenage kids that need me to get them 2 different schools, as we talked about earlier, and all that stuff. And I need a lot of time to have with them. I play the role of 2 parents. So AI has really helped me systemize everything. I have a management system that is for insurance agencies that I manage all of my applications and current policies in. And that's all AI optimized too. But then I have another system. I use a marketing system for leads and nurturing, and maybe it wasn't the right fit at the right time, but maybe later, those kind of things, right? My realtor partnerships, my lender partnerships are all through my Go High Level program. That has been a game changer for me. There's emails are automated, renewal applications, hey, has anything changed? It just knows when their date is, because I put my current clients in it too, so they can get my newsletter. I have not used that yet, because I know some people get a little off put by it. They don't pick up the phone very often because there's this delay that happens. And for my current clients, I don't want them to have that experience, right? Now, if it was a lead, I would probably most likely do that because you're just kind of turning and burning them anyways. But for my clients, I don't want them to have that type of experience. So I actually have my daughter call.
Oh, wow.
So they're like, it's Olivia Kincaid, and they love that, by the way, like having her on the other line. She's 17 and she's just so cute. And her only job is if they haven't filled out the form, and it's been like 1 or 2 times that the system has pushed it through, we have a notification that says they haven't done anything about it. She'll just give them a courtesy call and fill it out with them. Sometimes it's just a matter of I got you on the phone and we'll fill it out. But that's all dialed in. Like she gets the notification. It's time to make that phone call. It's been put out twice. No one's done anything about it. Make the phone call. Otherwise, we don't bother. We try not to think about it. It already came in. Why do we need to think about, do we need to cross them off the list or do anything? That's just too time consuming.
Absolutely.
To do any of those things. So just simplifying like your systems of what you do and having a program. Like I have an entire Excel spreadsheet that labels out like every system that I do, like for what email goes to who, what type of clients or what type of leads or what type of policy, like everything is systemized and it's all dialed in. So it just flows and I just watch the flow. I see where my tasks are at and I just complete the tasks and then we're done. And you just move on with your day.